Hi everybody, it's John D from JDTV. We're back here at Fairview Square Townhomes with our house follow, and we're at the rough mechanical stage. And today we're going to talk about plumbing. So all the plumbing is roughed in, basically meaning everything that we need to be installed before drywall that's going to possibly get covered in the walls is completed. Today, right now, you can see I'm standing by some pipes right next to me. This is for our hot water heater that's not in just yet. But you can see they have color-coded pipes in this home. Blue is for cold, red is for hot, and they are prepared here for their connection to the hot water heater. Right behind me, I did want to show you, we have two water supply lines down here. Because this is considered a multi-family unit building, there needs to be fire suppression installed or sprinkler system. So we have different methods in every design. This one, it is required to have two separate water lines coming in, one for the drinking water and one for the fire suppression. The reason they do that is if someone lives here and isn't quite paying their water bill that they're using for their drinking water or their bathrooms, the township or borough can turn that off, but they still have the protection of fire to protect all the families in the building. This method in this home of plumbing installation is called trunk and branch. So if we look up here on the ceiling, you can see the pipes coming along, and then it's like main trunks. These two red and blue heavier grade pipes coming through here are the main trunk, and then you branch off to run to the other areas. In older homes back in the day when there was copper pipes, you would see different copper fittings. This is very similar, except this pipe all crimps on together. So what they'll do is they'll run their main trunks down, and then they'll run branches off to each connection. So why don't we go upstairs and we'll take a look at some of those connections on the other end. Here we are on the first level of living space, technically. This is where the kitchen and family room are. And here are some of the branches that I discussed downstairs coming up through. These pipes are continuing all the way up to the second floor. We have some bathrooms up there in the laundry room. But here on the first floor, you can see this area is going to be where the kitchen island is, and we have a sink in this island in this model. So you can see your blue and red, your hot and cold coming up through here for your faucet, and then additionally, there's a drain pipe in that location to take the wastewater back away. Also on this floor, we have a powder room over here, and again, you can see our water supply lines coming in. We have two supplies for the hot and cold water for the sink, and then we have a supply and a sewer line for the waste. Now, all the pipes for waste, so you have gray and black water that would come down from showers and bathrooms, all those pipes start upstairs, and we can see some right here in the ceiling here. We can get a camera shot of this. This is a shower drain, a 2-inch drain coming down that'll go downstairs into the basement, and that sewer line then goes down and connects to the public sewer. And we'll show that once we go back downstairs, but I wanted to show you this level. So why don't we go upstairs and I'll show you what the rough-in for around your bathrooms look like with your tubs and showers. Here we are. We're in the owner's suite right now. We're in the actual bedroom area with the owner's bathroom behind me. And I did just want to show you from this back side before I show you the interior. This is the mixing valve for the shower. We have our hot and cold lines coming in, and then of course the line that goes up to the shower head. If this would be a bath, there would also be another line going down to the tub spout. But in this bathroom, we have a 5-foot shower. So when you turn this valve left and right, just like in a normal water valve situation, this mixes the two different temperature waters to your liking, and then it comes out of the shower head. On the inside here, I can show you inside the shower, we have the drain taped up, of course, to keep anything from getting in there. But the water goes down that drain. I talked to you about that 2-inch pipe yesterday, and that drain goes down into the basement and ties into our main sewer line. So all of our drain lines go down and tie into one space, and then in multiple locations up through the roof, we actually vent the air out. So of course there's going to be sewer gas that comes from the main sewers that we want to get that gas out. And then additionally, we want to let air in for proper flow of water. The easiest way to explain that is when you're pouring your windshield washer into your car, the way the fluid can glug out and kind of spill everywhere. If we didn't have that fresh air coming in, your water could actually get stuck and kind of gulp for air when it goes down the drain. So those vents help to make that water move more smoothly. So up here we have, again, this is the owner's suite bathroom, and then right next to her we have a hall bath with a full tub, 5-foot tub shower. And all those lines, of course, are going back down, and we're gonna just take one quick look at the end here, and I'll show you how all the sewer lines tie in and exit the building. Here we are back in the basement, and I just wanted to show you again. Here comes a main drain line along the ceiling here, so all the drains are coming down through the building, tying into this main sewer stack, and they're going down through and down into the slab. Now in some homes, depending on, this is a slab grade home, meaning that the floor, the bottom floor is actually at grade with outside. But if we were below grade, sometimes you might see your sewer line go out the wall. In this home, because we're all the way up to grade, this pipe has to go down underground. You can see, I just want to point out, there's a secondary pipe behind here. This is a passive radon system. This is put into all homes. This pipe also goes under the slab into the stone bed and has a pipe that extends out. And what that does, by stack effect, so with warm air and cold air changing, air constantly is fluctuating and it'll go up this pipe and out. So it'll help evacuate any radon gases out the pipe naturally. If in the future you find that you have a high radon level in the home, in the attic space of every home, there's a receptacle put right next to that radon pipe where it goes out through the roof, and you can buy a continuous running fan right at Lowe's or Home Depot and tie it in, and that'll help evacuate those gases out even more quickly if necessary. Again, radon pockets can be very high in one house and the person next door can almost have no radon. We can't control that. That's just the natural gases in the earth. So I hope you found it interesting today. We went from the bottom to the top and back down to the bottom. And it's an exciting time once the rough mechanicals start, because we know we're heading right toward drywall. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you have a great day.